What's good? We're back. What is this? Number 16, right? It's number 16? Or is it number 17?
Sir.
You want me to check real quick?
Go ahead. Alright, Mema's gonna figure out what it is. We're back. We're here. Got stuff to talk about, you know, more greedy shit. Freaking... Alright, before we talk about anything else, I need to mention we're giving away Cuphead on the next episode because, you know, we couldn't get together to announce this last week for some reason. I don't know why, but that didn't happen. But yeah, we're giving away. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, but this is episode 17.
Okay, yeah, it's episode 17. That's what I said at the beginning. I totally didn't say number 16.
Oh, it was 16. Sorry.
Anyways, we're giving away one copy from Steam and one for Xbox/Windows 10 if you're dumb enough to use Windows 10. I don't know why you're using that thing. I meant the store. Like, I meant the store. I don't know why you're using the Windows 10 store. Because I've been hearing stuff about people's save data getting deleted on the Windows 10 store and all this other crazy stuff. And plus they have that, what is that thing, Universal Windows Platform that makes the games run like crap?
Fuck Microsoft.
There's a reason Killer Instinct is on Steam now.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyways, yeah, to enter this giveaway, let me see. What do we say you gotta do here? Okay, you gotta like this video. I'm reading it off a list. You gotta like this video. You gotta subscribe to the channel. See, you gotta... Why do we have a hashtag again? Do we need this thing?
We have a hashtag?
This was Pinstripe's idea. I need him to explain it.
Don't we gotta like create that or whatever?
Well, I mean, it's not like you just put it in and then if people use it.
But it has to get directed toward us, right?
Well,
When you use a hashtag.
Well, the thing is, all you need is a hashtag. Like, if it's just hashtag win Cuphead, you just search up that hashtag on Twitter or whatever site.
Alright, well, yeah, we'll share it on, share the video on Facebook or Twitter with hashtag Cuphead. And then you gotta comment, actually comment on this video, okay?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to watch some of this. Jake hasn't said anything yet, so it might end up getting dragged out for you because he refuses to talk. But
I will buy the copy of Worthless
Bastards. We're not talking about that.
Oh,
we're talking about you gotta comment on this video saying who you like more, Pinstripe or Jake, because they're the ones giving away the game. Jake thinks that everybody will say Pinstripe, but you never know, people are different. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. If you want to win Cuphead, follow my instructions, like, sub, put the notifications on, share the video on Facebook or Twitter with hashtag win Cuphead, and comment who you like more between Pinstripe and Jake.
And also, one more thing, if you comment in the video that Memba is the greatest, he will enable you to buy yourself a copy of Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh my god. Alright, yeah, go ahead. Memba's the greatest. Anyways.
Of all time.
Alright, so what has everybody been playing these past 2 weeks?
Ooh.
Well, I have finally been playing Persona 5, and I repent for my sins because I hate myself for the fact that I haven't been playing more of this sooner.
3 years too late.
What the fuck are you talking about, Jake? It came out this year!
You're 3 years too late.
Jake is ugly.
Took 17 podcast episodes.
You know what? He has a point.
You need to play this goddamn fucking.
You know who still hasn't gotten himself a PC?
Work on that shit right now. Sit your ass up,
boy! You freaking bought a Nintendo Switch before you bought your freaking PC, boy! $600, I know.
He also bought a Mac laptop.
That too, boy!
That's way more expensive than a gaming PC.
What, Jake? I didn't buy you nothing.
I didn't know about you, nigga.
What's that? You got my money?
Demonetized.
Demonetized.
Anyways, continue.
Wait, did Jake?
Monetized the video 50 times.
God, dude.
I made a Sonic Generations video talking about how this guy in a truck is gonna fucking raid me. Okay, do I need to go any further?
Demonetized.
Demonetized. Oh my god.
Rest in pepperonis.
Alright, so Finstrife, have you only been playing Persona 5 or you've been snorting a little that MLB crack?
I mean, I've been playing a little bit of it because they had an event going on recently.
Okay.
But, besides that, it's mostly just been Persona.
Okay. Alright, Keeler, you can go ahead before you were cut off.
Okay, what I've been playing is Destiny 2 on PC, then trying that out. I beat Shadow of War, and I'm playing through Prey also.
Oh, you want to talk about those two games since they're kind of new?
Which ones?
Alright, you finished Shadow War, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you feel about it?
Okay, so if the loot boxes weren't a thing,
Mm-hmm.
let's just say that they aren't a thing, I would give the game probably 9. But with the loot boxes and how it can be grindy at the end of the game if you aren't keeping up with it throughout the game.
And the fact that orcs that you paid for can betray you.
Yeah. I would say it's more like a 7.
That's what I gave the first game.
Yeah, but if you ignore all that and you really like the whole siege thing and building up your army, it's really fun and a lot better than the first game. I would have to say that for sure.
Okay. And do you have any first impressions of Prey or anything?
Prey plays like BioShock. Reminds me of BioShock 1 and System Shock, which it's supposed to be a spiritual successor to that anyway. So I can already see the vibes I'm liking it right now.
Hey, somebody's scrolling through that PS4. It's alright, we playing games out here. Anyways, what have you been playing, Memba?
Well, I just recently bought a PS4 and I got Persona 5 with it, so I've been playing that. Other than that, that's pretty much all I've been playing since I've only had the time for that.
Wait, you just got The Last of Us remastered.
Yeah, I just got The Last of Us remastered, but it's not like I haven't played through the game already before. So, I'm doing that. Also grabbed, what else? Advanced Warfare on the PS4. Well, I had it because I got the Day Zero edition when it came out back in 2014. So they gave me the PS4 edition for free as well. So I have that. And that's pretty much been it. If anyone's wondering, yeah, I'm still playing Zelda, but we're not talking about that right now. The game takes too long.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much been it. Persona 5's godlike. Barely been playing it, but it's pretty godlike. I love it.
Alright, and now we'll get on to the constantly asked questions of whether Jake actually plays games or not.
No.
Oh, yes. Hold on. Whoa. I've been playing Mario Odyssey. I just got my Switch. Alright.
But all you play is Mario games.
I've been playing Mario and Luigi.
Don't forget he likes
Superstar
Rayman.
DX.
Or he doesn't. All you play is Mario games like Uncharted.
Didn't you talk about DX in the last podcast, though?
Can we even
I
call
like
that
how he went silent. How come I said, didn't you say that in the last podcast?
I said the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, but not Mario Odyssey.
I know, but yeah, he also forgot to mention he got Splatoon 2, and what else did you get?
Oh yeah, I got Poke and DX.
You got that over ARMS?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You're not even gonna play that game.
You're not even playing Splatoon 2. That's disrespectful. That game is
I told you, dude, I only played my copy of Pokken a few times.
Who cares about Pokken?
Because nobody freaking played it with me. Like, Evie was supposed to get it to play with me and Evie never did. No, I'm not buying another copy of that game. I didn't even like it that much. The game's too
I
slow.
don't care.
Cause
You're gonna get another copy because Mewtwo's in the game. That's
I don't
all.
care. Mewtwo was in the first one.
Alright, well you're gonna get it for the Kalos Pokemon.
No. Anyways, freaking.
Oh,
Have you been playing Sonic Adventure at all? You just like played that game and decided to just
Honestly?
randomly drop it off.
Because the freaking Mario Odyssey and Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I haven't played it for a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, this fool also bought a PlayStation TV without buying Persona 4 Gold and like a freaking
I didn't
genius.
know!
Yes, you did.
What do you mean you didn't know? We
He's-
talk about it all the
I'm
time.
retarded!
Oh, demonetized.
Demonetized.
Good job, Jake. Anyways,
I am a threat to monetization! Have y'all not learned this?
I have transcended common sense.
Oh god.
Damn right I transcended common sense, nigga!
But you
Wow.
can't transcend building.
Demonetized.
But you can't
Definitely
transcend building a
demonetized. Now
PC.
the channel's gone. You
Oh,
guys aren't even gonna
you know-
be able to listen to this.
You know
podcast.
the whole channel can get demonetized.
I probably already demonetized it!
Oh my God.
I
Anyway,
probably demonetized it episode 1!
yeah, he can transcend common sense. You can't transcend building that PC.
I have 4 more parts, nigga!
He's taking his sweet time buying more Apple products, buying
No.
6 copies of Breath of the Wild,
This
just so he
is-
can be
Seven
like, I'm
copies of
broke.
Mario
He's
Odyssey.
not
Just
even-
we
he's
can
not
be
even
like,
playing-
I'm broke.
Not even playing Zelda. He's not even
Oh
playing.
yeah,
Splatoon.
dude, he hasn't touched Zelda since he got it.
You probably won't even finish Mario
Oh my
Odyssey.
God, dude, you're a fraud. You
Oh,
are a
man.
fraud.
You probably won't even finish Mario Odyssey, dude.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't.
No, he'll finish it. He just won't 100% it because you need like less than a third of the power moons to 100% the game.
Okay, fine.
Oh, yeah, I don't-
You'll,
I don't-
fin-
I
you'll
don't have
finish the
faith
game,
in
but
being
you won't.
100% this game.
But you won't
I
100%.
don't. I'm
You're
gonna be blunt with you.
after you beat the game with like the least amount of power moons, you're just gonna stop playing and you're never gonna play it again.
That's right. And it's
No.
funny because there's a couple kingdoms locked off until like you get like I think like 300 and 500 power moons. So he's never gonna see those kingdoms because he's just gonna beat the game and never play it again.
That's a
Can't
lie.
wait. To
Oh yeah,
touch
that's
that
not a spoiler. If you think that's a spoiler, get off the video.
game. I can't wait to touch that game. I destroy Mario games. I can't wait for
That's
it.
a lie.
What's a lie?
I will
500
transcend-
having 500 power moons unlock a kingdom is a spoiler.
No, I will transcend into Super Saiyan common sense if you don't.
Let's
shut your
transcend
ass
into
up.
Linux tech tips and build a PC.
I like how we've been on this same topic for a good like 10 minutes now.
What are you talking about? It's only been like 3. I still haven't freaking. All right, you know what? Moving on before Jake says
Yeah.
anything else that is very dumb. Anyways, the boys been freaking Ink, Bad Rats, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I can tell you, I have 10% more confidence in everything I said before I played the game. It's just a good game, I guess. But you know, that coming from me, that means like when other people say it's a good game, it's like that game's amazing. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, whatever this shit is. When I say a game is a good game, for me that means it's an average game. I give it a 7. Freaking
Yeah.
my favorite part about the game was just like laying the traps. But most of the game is still just shooting dinosaurs with arrows. And the
Pretty
story
much.
the story was what kept me playing the game like Mafia 3, except the game was quite a bit better than Mafia 3. Mafia 3 played like shit. Freaking. But yeah, solid game. Pick it up. It's not worth $60, but I would get it for like
Well, now they're coming out with the
oh yeah, the complete edition.
for like 40 or 50, something like that.
Oh yeah, if it's 40, I guess I would say pick it up, but I wouldn't pay 60 for a game.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Mario, freaking got I don't know, last Tuesday, my boy. Oh
Mario
my God.
Odyssey.
Yeah. Oh my
That game
God,
is,
dude.
This game is too good.
Yeah, dude.
Jake says as he's only got like one power moon.
This is
Dude.
tied with P5 for a game of the year for me. I still need to play Nier Automata. I have it on PC, but then I found out it runs like shit.
Honestly, KD,
What?
I probably would give this game a. But I don't know if I should give this game a 10 out of 10.
No, it's
haven't
not
finished it yet.
No, it's not a 10
So
out of
far.
10. It's not a 10 out of 10, and I can tell you why right now.
Is it a 9 out of 10?
Yeah, it's a 9, but it's not a 10. The final boss is trash.
Yeah, the bosses are a fucking joke.
No, it's just the final boss. Like it's
All
just
the bosses are a joke in this game.
But the thing is,
Jake,
the final
you
boss.
haven't even played the game.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
I have.
the
Mario
final.
Odyssey?
The final
You played it
boss.
for like 5 minutes.
The final
No,
boss
much
is a
longer than
complete
that.
joke,
Alright, Katie can tell you how far this is.
and I feel
The
like
main story, at least.
I feel
I'm
like
in the Lost Kingdom.
I feel like a good chunk of the after game content was kind of like uninspired compared to the main game. And I feel like some of the stuff that shows up in the after game could have just been put in other kingdoms. And that's why that game is not a 10 out of 10 for me.
Well, I heard you told me the post game is kind of whack too.
That's what I meant when I said the post game is kind of whack. Like there's some cool stuff, like stuff that appeals to nostalgia and stuff, but then there's some levels that are just like uninspired. And like I said, and there's some stuff that just could have went in another kingdom and could have helped, went towards progression in that kingdom, but they just decided to throw it in the after game.
Yeah, you think there's way too many power moons, right?
Huh? What, Jake?
In each world.
What about him?
I feel there's too many power moons in each world.
I don't know. That wasn't really a complaint for me. I guess for me it was a reason to stay in that world
Katie,
longer.
in the Sand
How many
Kingdom-
power moons are in each world?
Now, I haven't played the game, but it sounds kind of like it's got a DK64 vibe.
In the Sand Kingdom, there's 89 power moons.
There's quite a bit of power moons in each kingdom, but
I only
But that's
looked at
'cause,
the
like,
numbers
there's
of
a-
what's in the kingdom up because I didn't know where the completion list was, like in your game. So I just wanted to see how many were in each world.
like
Just
there's
'cause I was
there's a
curious.
ton of stuff to do in Mario
Well,
Odyssey,
is
and
it-
there's
well, is it,
leaderboards
like-
for the mini games.
Do you go around like the same areas of a kingdom a lot to get these 89 power moons? Or
No, the
like,
levels are pretty big. That's why there's fast travel in each kingdom.
Well, the thing about DK64, like if you're comparing it to DK64 in that case, in DK64, you went to the same places with like all the Kongs like all the time in DK64. Like
yeah, and plus you
traveled
were
on the same-
you were playing as like 5 Kongs.
Yeah, you literally traveled in the same exact places with
Yeah.
5 different Kongs.
In Mario 64, like some of the, or I said Mario 64. In Odyssey, like some of the places are pretty tiny. Just kind of a letdown for me too. And there's some places that are like massive, and you need to like fast travel between areas.
Yeah.
Like, and you can also pay Toad 50 coins to tell you where a power moon is.
Why not?
Like he
this is why this isn't a 10 out of 10 no life system.
He just marks it on your map. He doesn't like show you a picture or something that tells you exactly where it is, because some of the moons are like cleverly hidden.
You remember, this will piss you off. There's
Oh yeah,
there's
Jake,
no,
talk about
lives
assist mode.
in Mario Odyssey.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's
when you
game
die,
over.
you lose coins.
You lose 10 coins.
That's it.
Yeah, there's no lives. Jake, talk
I
about
don't know what
assist
happens if you
mode.
don't have coins if you get a game over, but
So why was that supposed to piss me off?
No, Jake, if you want to piss Memba off, tell him about assist mode. I know you're trash at video games, so you'd use it. So talk about that.
I don't use assist mode. The fuck?
Yeah, okay. Talk about assist mode.
I don't even know what it is. I never used it.
Yes, you did.
You already
No, I
used
didn't.
it?
Jake, we know you used assist mode.
I've never used assist mode in this game.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Have you only played the game for 5 minutes?
I didn't let's play this. No, I'm like in the Lost Kingdom. The fuck? That's like
Oh
the
my.
kingdom in the game.
Come on,
It's
Jake.
like the best thing
Jake,
ever.
stop lying. Just explain what assist mode is.
I don't know. What is it? Easy mode in this game?
Pretty much.
You already used it in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
No, I didn't use it. No.
Come on, Jake.
No way.
Okay, alright, so when assist mode is activated, Mario gets 6 HP instead of 3. That means you can gain up to 9 if you find a heart power-up.
Oh my god.
In addition to that, you will never get lost because the game always tells you where to go. When you fall off an edge, you get brought back from the death drop with only a penalty of 1 health point, and you won't lose coins.
That's it. Wow.
So basically, it's like Kid Mode in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is worse than the gold Tanuki suit. God.
It's better.
Dude, why do they do this with Mario but not with Zelda?
I don't know.
It's not that I want it in Zelda. Imagine an assist mode in Zelda.
No.
If this was in Breath of the Wild, it would probably be like your items don't break.
Items don't break.
Rain
You can-
doesn't do anything.
Rain doesn't
Yeah.
rain. It like almost never rains. What else? Freaking
Thunder doesn't strike you.
Thunder doesn't. Yeah, thunder doesn't strike you. You don't get affected by You don't get like Link doesn't get engulfed in flames. You'll probably be able to like travel super fast across the field.
Yeah, dude.
You probably like. I feel like they cut like rupee costs in half or something like that.
I forgot, man, but wasn't... I know this is random, but wasn't there like a piece of equipment in a Zelda game that made it so that when you took damage, you would just lose rubies instead?
What game was that?
I don't remember. I thought that was a thing. It was like you would get hit and you would drop, like you would lose rubies instead of health.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Maybe that's
and
in
it-
like, I don't know, maybe that's in like Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks or something.
I don't
Maybe that's in
know.
Oracle Seasons or Ages.
But
I don't
yeah, petition for assist mode in Zelda. Let's get 100,000 signatures.
No.
No, no.
Blood
Yeah,
Moon,
so Jake
Blood
can
Moon
complete
doesn't
the
do
game.
anything.
This Assist Mode does all the puzzles for you.
Ganon just dies when you confront
God,
him.
imagine that in Breath of the Wild. You just go to every shrine and and the Assist Mode just tells you how to do all the puzzles and all the shrines.
That's right.
Rip.
Dude.
Jake's so excited. He's secretly starting a petition right now.
No.
He
No.
is.
No one-
Yes! Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
and
Yes!
bitch,
Yes! Yes!
also- In Assist
When
Mode, you'll
Jake
also
turns into Daniel Bryan.
in Assist Mode, you'll also get 4 times the stamina.
Oh god.
You want to know what assist mode for Nintendo games is? It's called Kirby.
Oh,
I haven't-
fuck
dude,
you, boy!
I-
Kirby's the best!
I haven't played a
Kirby games are
Kirby. Dude,
milk the
Kirby's
hell
just
now.
the same shit. Every time they release it.
Kirby's milk the hell no.
I haven't played a Kirby game since the Amazing Mirror, dude. I'm
I
tired
feel
of that
so
shit.
bad for Kirby. They're just milking the crap
Dude,
out of
it's
Kirby.
it's
No one
literally
cares
the same
about
thing. Walk forward, suck something up, get a power up, blast it. Like they gotta
Yeah,
do
you're
something
not-
new.
Yeah, it is.
You're not even being innovative with Kirby anymore.
I don't
dude.
even know what they could do
Like,
to make it.
Like it could still be
Different.
fun, but it's like I'm just tired of that formula.
It's literally the same thing. Like I said, Kirby's just getting milked, and I feel awful about it.
Can we get Kirby,
Yeah.
Sun and Moon, reinvent the wheel?
Oh,
Oh, God.
just reinvents the whole thing.
Oh, jeez. All right. Okay, that's everything. We spent 25 minutes talking about non-news. That's good. That's good. I like that. We need to do that some more. Anyways,
I think about 10 minutes of that was roasting Jake.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah. About
Right.
10 minutes of that.
All right, let's get on the news. Hold up. I need to put something in the notepad so I don't forget it later. Dude. All right. So, the real reason for EA shutting down Visceral Games came out on top of, you know, single player games, you know, them preferring multiplayer games over those because they're easier to monetize. Apparently the Star Wars project was a mess. Like, the morale of the workers were bad, and a bunch of other junk that happened. Oh yeah, like that chick from Naughty Dog, she was having trouble getting ideas approved by people because she had to be like all over the place, and it was just bad. So EA was just like, all right, we're done. You guys are done. Shut you down now. Oh shit.
That's what.
All right, go ahead. Freaking, for some reason the audio on my thing just like it just like it turned off for some reason. I don't know why, but I just fixed it.
Okay. But it came out recently after Visceral had been shut down that some of the employees had said that EA thought Dead Space 2 was a commercial failure.
Jesus.
Even though it was the best survival horror game that year it came out. And then after that, it became more of an action game than a
Dude.
I
watched Cooper and Pinstripe play Dead Space 3. That game was shit. I'm like,
fun.
how are they enjoying this?
I mean, it's fun when you're playing with two people because it's like, well, you can figure out how to have fun. But like, I played Dead Space 3 by myself. I didn't like it.
Pinstripe,
What?
can you explain how you enjoyed yourself with Dead Space 3?
I was playing with somebody.
Okay. The game's good. 8 out of 10. I should pay
No.
$80. Shout out to
I feel
Canada.
I feel like
Well, dude, like the thing is, I personally, whenever I was playing through Dead Space 3, I could not tell I was making a lick of progress. Because it felt like I was going over the same area over.
Oh
and
god,
over
what was that?
What was that?
What?
Nigga, what was that? Oh shit, it sounded like fucking Pinstripe had like a screaming little girl
That was
behind
the
him.
craziest voice crack I've ever
I didn't
heard.
even hear that.
What?
It's-
I voice cracked?
It sounded like some horror game screech when you said that.
I didn't even hear that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, dude, I gotta play it back when I get this up.
God.
Oh my god, dude, that was hilarious.
Somebody shadow play it and play it, because
you're gonna
I need to
scare
hear
the
this.
viewer. You're gonna scare the viewer, dude. It'd scare the shit out. Alright, Dead Space 3 was shit. EA sucks.
Wait.
Alright,
I was gonna say that like I feel like games that are only good with multiplayer like kind of shit.
Yeah, I can see that.
they're easier
if
to
a game-
monetize though.
Like if a single player game is only good if you're playing like co-op, like I
The
I
game's
just feel like
trash.
it's just trash. And and like the only thing I can like relate to that is probably like RE5. I don't think RE5 is bad. I just think it's like mediocre.
Yeah,
It's like that game was only fun with multiplayer in my opinion. I can't play that game single
Wait.
player.
Resident Evil 6?
5.
no, 5. 6 was definitely
I mean-
only fun with
No,
another person.
I never touched
For,
it.
for whatever reason, I thought he was talking about 7.
Well,
7 should have a co-op. That'd be fun.
7 had co-op. I hoped it would be more like Mercenaries and not in the single player though. That game.
Oh,
Was
yeah, Mercenaries is
horror-driven.
actually pretty fun. I like Mercenaries.
Yeah, Mercenaries is fun.
God.
Anyways, what else?
the more EA stuff. EA's fixing EA's fixing the loot boxes in Battlefront 2. Now, when you get the boxes, I guess you don't get the elite star cards right off the bat. You can get like stuff you can dismantle for parts or something, and then you turn those in the card. If you had enough money, you could still get the cards pretty quickly since you'd be able to get a ton of parts, but you can't just get the cards right off the bat now. And
Yeah.
and now you only a select few guns will be in the boxes, and the rest of them will be earned through progress with specific characters. And we already know we did this to save face. Like, the past 2 weeks has literally been nothing but shitting on EA. Because we all know EA's trash. They're just trying to save face and be like, look, we actually love you guys. No, you don't. Just want that money.
Money.
Is there anything else to say about this? Jake, we know you love EA.
Fuck EA. Fuck these motherfuckers. I don't even play their games. And fuck that. Never played an EA game in my fucking life.
You never played Battlefield?
You haven't played Peggle?
I love
Wait,
Peggle.
Jake, didn't you play Plants vs. Zombies?
What?
Didn't you play Plants vs. Zombies?
Oh yeah.
That's an EA game.
Kind of busy dying like 600 times.
What? You freaking suck.
Good. Alright.
God damn it. Fuck poison water.
Alright, so a star college basketball player, Joel Berry, breaks his hand after punching a door due to losing a game in 2K to a fellow teammate.
Say that again?
Star college basketball player Joel Berry breaks his hand after punching door due to losing in 2K to a fellow teammate.
What?
That's right. Nerd
How hard he
rage.
fucking punched the door? What kind of door was it, first of all?
Nerd rage exists out on the court, off the court, fam.
Oh god.
Man.
So now he can't ball no more?
Well, he can't. Like, he can't ball for. I think they said. I think he's out for like 2 weeks, or some.
That's
crap.
it.
Or so, I'm probably way off, but he's not gonna be out for that long.
Damn,
More
good.
like-
Whenever I broke a finger, I was out for like a month at least.
Jesus, Pinstripe.
Yeah.
It's because you a pussy nigga.
Oh my God, Jake.
Whoa. Demonetized.
Dude, you already know everybody's probably either gonna say Jake because he's saying dumb stuff, or just Pinstripe because he's fighting back.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, but Bethesda gives out. Actually, you know what? Should we give a reward to whoever wins this thing?
Yes.
No.
I didn't know
Like
what Jake's.
Striper Jake?
Yeah,
I don't know what it would be though.
but then again, Pinstripe would cheat and just go get people
What?
from Twitter to freaking comment on the thing.
Oh hell no!
He'd be like, "Yo, Tia, help me out."
Hey yo. Hey yo, my
Yo.
other
Yo, Hugo, you're my boy, man. I need a favor. I need
Hey,
you to comment on
Bombeard,
this video.
I need
Don't
you to
even
do
watch
something.
the shit. Just say that I'm better than Jake just because. And you already
Hey,
know
Gab,
he
I
can
need
get.
you to do something for me.
You already know he's gonna go get Sam. He'll get all the HPMP people in full force in that comment section.
Oh my god.
Be like, "Yo, Pinstripe Army, we're here."
Yeah, we
Yo,
here.
he would probably. Pinstripe's the kind of guy that would like make a video update for YouTube. Be like, yeah, go vote for me. Fuck this nigga Jake.
Remember when there's this is reminding me of when there was the king of the internet, the stupid king of the internet
Oh yeah,
contest.
I remember
where
that.
You could be king of the internet for like a month, and you'd get a billboard of your face somewhere. Oh, I remember that. It was so dumb.
You love it.
Yeah, this is what this is reminding me of.
I know you're right. You know what's funny? Pinstripe could even get Sam to support him just because he doesn't like Jake.
I hate Sam, so I wouldn't want to support anyways.
No, I'm saying Sam would support Pinstripe. I'm sorry, I probably said Jake, but he would support Pinstripe just because he doesn't like Jake. Like, Pinstripe
Fine.
could go get so many people. You're right.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Yeah, you can get locked and loaded, nigga.
God.
I don't understand why I can't get this goddamn lunar medal.
I thought he was about to say, "I can't understand why I get this support." I don't know, because you scream like a freaking chimpanzee and you just shout obscenities at people.
Yeah, dude, people are into that.
God, Jake. All the kids
Dumb
will be like,
stuff
I love
sells.
Jake.
Why can't I get this? I've died too many times.
Jesus Christ. Right, Bethesda giving out review copies of games again.
Oh crap!
For what?
I think just in general, they're gonna start giving out early review copies to people again because I remember they stopped doing that.
Stopped.
Okay, but what?
Why was
like,
that? Why was that
next-
again? Because their games are usually a buggy mess online.
Yeah, I think it's because their games are good, but they always are broken on launch. So
Yeah.
I think they refrained from sending code so that the day one patch could be a thing
I
and fix
gotcha.
everything. But I have no idea.
I got you, but yeah, now they're trying to give them back out again. I don't know what the heck. I think they were up to something. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out. You know, you're trying to finesse us with that creation club. You're not slick. It's not paid mods. Are you stupid?
No,
You better
not.
pay $15 for this dagger.
No, I swear it's not paid mods. You're
No?
just paying for a currency so you can get more content.
Please pay
It's not
$15
mods.
for survival mode.
It's not mods, I swear.
Just do it right now.
Uh-huh.
Nobody will find out.
No one will. Well, it's just you and me. No one will find out.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I left a note. Okay, it says they stopped this so that reviews could not come out before a game launched, just in case they didn't get the scores they want. Okay, yeah. See, there we go. Freaking Bethesda. Freaking Sega did that same garbage with Sonic Forces. They were like, because the whole game pretty much got leaked. Somebody had the ending up on 4chan. Freaking people were talking about the game is trash already. The Sega's like, nope, we pulling that game. You're not reviewing nothing till it comes out. Yo,
This is when they start. This is when they damage control. And they're like, well, if you don't like modern Sonic, then go play Sonic Mania.
Yo, I saw the
Modern
ending.
Sonic
Freaking.
isn't
I saw the ending. I saw this dude's creative character. He looks so stupid. He looked like a freaking like a skater kid. He had those stupid like child glasses on. I don't know how to describe them, but they're freaking like some old hipster shit. His character just looks so dumb. The dialogue from the characters was cringy. Like Tails was using a bunch of black slang. Like what is this? I thought I was playing Sonic.
I feel like with that game,
Freaking talking about freaking. Oh my god.
I talked about it already, but I feel like that game could be so much better.
Talking about
I was saying,
true freaking. What else did Tails say?
True is not black slang.
That's true. True is black slang.
True is a word in the dictionary.
What else did Tails say? He told that nigga Sonic to dab.
What, Jake?
demonetized.
Boy, Sonic to dab.
Sonic, I better not see Sonic dabbing in no cutscene.
I bet you he will.
He does,
Jake,
someone
whenever
else
you do,
will.
whenever that game comes, I just need you to make like the stupidest character ever.
For my
that game
Let's
could have been
Play.
so. That game could have.
Name,
There's so much potential that game could have had.
name him like
But all they-
Jake the Hedgehog.
Like how Memba's just sitting over here, just basically holding his head in his hands, like, dude, this game could have just been something.
It could have been so much better if they actually didn't just rehash the Sonic Generation style of gameplay again.
I heard someone gave it a 35 out of 40.
Yeah.
And you know
there's no way the game's that.
that's giving people hope for Sonic again, but
Right.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
just rehash Sonic Generations with a DeviantArt character.
Hey,
Like, what the
hey, at least it's not rehash Sonic Boom.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be as good as Sonic Mania.
Like this, the game could have been so much better if it was just like a multi-character game, like actual multiple characters instead of two
Oh,
Sonics.
so you'd rather have Sonic
OC.
Boom too? Okay.
That's not what I. Shut the fuck up. That's not what I said. I'm talking about like you play a Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. I don't know. They even had SBO in the game. You could have made them all playable characters, and like you could have had them all do whatever to stop Eggman or whatever. Just make it like
Yo,
Sonic Adventure or something like.
Did you see people were beating the demo by holding one button?
Yeah.
What? With the boost button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because that's all Sonic is, just boosting everywhere. That's what it's been since 2008.
Yeah, because they're talking about we won't get Sonic Adventure 3 unless the developers feel like it improves the game mechanics.
But you know what? They're gonna keep this little formula because it's been working. It's been working since Sonic Unleashed.
This boost formula, I just think it's a step back.
I hate it. I think it's retarded. I'm not saying it's not fun.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it's fun. I'm just tired of it.
Yeah, I'm just tired. It's the same thing. It's like the fourth Sonic game.
Well, you're not getting Sonic Adventure 3 until we feel like it's an improvement. But when is that? Never.
We'll go back to Sonic 06 days.
I'm telling you, all they have to do is make Sonic Adventure 3 and put loot boxes in the Chow Garden. That's all you gotta do. The only reason people like Sonic Adventure 2 is because of the Chow Garden.
No loot boxes at all.
Like the first thing they bring up is the Chow Garden. They don't be talking about the game. That's why I'm like, Sonic Adventure 1 was better than 2. All people talk about when it comes to 2 is the Chow Garden. You can just put loot boxes in the Chow Garden. They'll make so much money.
Oh shit.
Sega doesn't want money.
You're right.
The only people that want money in this industry is
EA, Activision, Ubisoft,
Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft. Oh my god, dude. Microsoft.
You know who doesn't want money, and that's why we don't have as many.
Sony wants money.
Nintendo, they don't want money.
Right. Nintendo's allergic.
They just
to
care
money.
about their brand.
What do you mean they're racking up stacks with that Switch money?
They are, but they're losing out on opportunities elsewhere, shutting down fan games, freaking not giving us a Pokemon MOBA.
You know what they could do with those fan games, and I'm kind of surprised they don't do it?
What?
Oh, you want to put this fan game up? Well, you're going to sell it for $20, and you're going to give us 99% of it.
that was pretty much what they did back in the NES days. Like, when third-party developers would want to work with them, they'll be like, alright, you're only working with us for at least 5 years. We're going to censor the shit out of your game if we think it's not appropriate, and we're getting most of the money. And you're gonna accept it because we're the hottest on the block. Like, Nintendo used to be evil as fuck. Like, they put on that child-friendly image now, but that's not Nintendo, fam. It's some evil fuckers. Freaking
evil ass niggas.
As evil as EA though?
God no, not now. Because freaking I'm sorry, like, Nintendo fans are so used to, you know, the more consumer treatment. If they try it, I feel like it's not gonna go well. Even though I feel like they could have got away with putting loot boxes in Mario Odyssey for the costumes.
Yeah, they could have. They could have totally gotten away with it because their fan base revere them as a god.
Yeah.
So, be like, whatever.
No, it's okay. Cause like Nintendo, the fans damage control everything. You gotta pay for online now. Oh, it's okay. It's not as bad. Oh, man. I'm telling you, when those loot boxes come for whatever game they're gonna be in, they're gonna be like, it's okay. Other consoles were doing that too. Yeah. Even though they were laughing at them for paid online. Now you got paid online.
And they're like, nah, it's fine.
Ah, God.
It gives more money to Nintendo and then they can make their stuff better.
It gives more money to Nintendo and then they can still take 60% of the revenue from our video.
Exactly.
Or they can take all of it if we don't join their partner program. They'll still ban us from live streaming on YouTube.
You know what? And it's okay that I'm not allowed to stream Mario Odyssey. That's okay.
It's alright.
I don't care.
It's alright.
The game's still good. Nintendo's still good.
All right, Jake. I know you're gonna love this news. You better open your mouth. Freaking Insomniac wants to make Sunset Overdrive 2, but they need a publisher.
Wait, what?
Insomniac wants to make Sunset Overdrive 2, but they need a publisher.
Oh, thank God.
And
I want Sunset Overdrive too.
The reason they don't go with Microsoft again is because... Oh wait, no, I was gonna... Not Microsoft. Sony. The reason they didn't go with Sony for this is because Sony usually likes to own the IPs. So I'm pretty sure they weren't down with that because Insomniac's been here a while and they don't have like their own game that they don't have the rights to besides this one. So I'm pretty sure they want
multi-plat now.
Yeah.
If
so
Microsoft isn't publishing this time,
they probably don't have faith in the game because I guess I don't think it did well on Xbox. It got a lot of good scores, but I don't think it did well on Xbox. You know what the way Microsoft is now, like if it doesn't have co-op, online loot boxes, all that good stuff, we don't have faith in it. That's pretty much the Microsoft's mentality right now. But who's gonna step up to the plate? Sega, come get this game, publish it.
Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo, get a Switch exclusive Sunset Overdrive 2.
And then people are gonna be pissed.
Yeah, a lot of Xbox fanboys would get pissed.
And then they're gonna threaten to commit suicide like they did when Bayonetta 2 was a Wii U exclusive.
Yeah, I remember.
All right, Jake. Jake, you love Sunset Overdrive.
That was not okay.
You know who Jake wants? He wants Activision to publish Sunset Overdrive 2.
Fuck no! No, God, Activision, don't.
He wants some loot boxes. He wants that season pass. Pass.
You want to see some Destiny 2 and Call of Duty content in Sunset Overdrive? That's how you get it.
What, Jake?
The following people are not allowed to publish the game under the order of you, boy, Jake. Activision, Ubisoft, and EA, especially.
Well, Ubisoft
so Capcom's allowed to publish it.
Ubisoft can put loot boxes in.
Didn't they put loot boxes in Assassin's Creed Origins?
Yes.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they didn't with South Park.
Oh god, dude. Yeah, they probably knew the fan base would get freaking pissed off.
Oh, also Trey Parker and Matt Stone would have got pissed off too.
God, dude.
I control all gaming.
Jake, shut up. Alright, no sequel planned for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. No shit?
Well, of course. Of course not. This game's gonna last.
Yeah, freaking...
like forever. If they keep adding maps to it and keep supporting it, this game could last forever.
I forgot
like World of Warcraft.
I forgot. I think someone asked at some show or something if PUBG was gonna have a sequel, but like that's such an idiotic question. Like, come on now.
Yeah, like a lot of people has been asking that type of stupid question for a while. Like with DayZ, when DayZ was a thing and it was becoming better, and a lot of people were looking at it. People were like, "Well, hey, Dean Hall, are you gonna make a DayZ 2?" And he was like, "No, why would I do that? There's no need for me to do that."
It's all about games as a service.
Yeah, exactly. And I do like the idea of games as a service because it makes games last longer. But at the same time, it's like, well, if more and more games do that, then there won't be any single-player games that have a start and an end, and you play through it all in one sitting.
You're gonna empty your wallet. You're gonna empty that wallet faster. You already know Pinstripe's gonna find that one game, and then it's back to the bags of crack.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, Pinstripe be going to the baseball stadiums and be like, "Hey kid,
oh my god, Hyperdimension Neptunia, I need more loot boxes. I need
MLB.
I need swimsuit vert.
Please
and
give me the baseball bat you can give me.
Please,
Please.
give me this rare player.
I'd be like,
Oh God.
It's gonna be pinstripe.
Sorry, Pinstripe.
Loot
I'm
boxes
sorry,
show
Mom and
up
Dad.
in
I
MLB.
really needed swimsuit vert.
I'd be like, hey guys, wanna buy No Man's Sky?
You
And
can
speaking of
buy No Man's
Halloween, man, freaking, I heard people got to be careful. I heard people have been putting copies of No Man's Sky in freaking kids' baskets.
Yeah, dude, that shit's scary. That's gonna like destroy kids.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna start thinking
That
that's
could
how games
emotionally
are.
scar somebody. You have no
Like,
idea.
We don't need that, fam. Freaking, oh my God, what the heck were we just talking about? No sequel
I
to
don't know. We
PUBG.
kind of just went on a tangent.
You
We
were
were
roasting
talking
me
about
about
crack.
how I'm addicted to one type of game.
Oh yeah, yeah,
5
games as a service. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we're talking about crack. What are you talking about? We're talking about how we cut our crack.
No, I was talking about how freaking certain games are like crack to pinstripe. You can pinstripe attaches to things pretty easily, fam.
Yeah.
Except for Persona 5. But you know, he's playing it now. We're not trying to roast him. Again, anyways, the Destiny 2 player base has dropped by 2 million because there's nothing to do on the goddamn game until December 5th. Keeler, your
Yeah.
Destiny man, talk.
So
Or get
like,
Cade 6 to do it.
I mean, I can't argue. They're really like, if you don't like the current end game,
Was
you're kind
it-
of stuck with it till the expansion drops. So if you don't like Trials, Iron Banner, Crucible, and grinding public events or the raid, then you're kind of just shit out of luck till
Keeler,
the
did we talk
expansion
about
drops.
the glitch in the last episode?
in the last podcast.
Yeah.
I wasn't here. I don't think.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So there's a glitch where I guess there was a new.
Is it the emote?
Yeah, there's a new walk emote.
Yeah, no,
and,
yeah.
and it
It's called-
it allows you to go through walls.
Yeah, it's the bureaucratic walk, I believe,
Yeah, the
and it lets
bureaucratic
you
walk.
walk right through walls in Crucible.
Yeah, like
And so they took the emote out.
yeah, you
to
could
fix
cheese
it.
you could cheese raids and you could freaking
Yeah.
mess with people in PvP.
Yeah, a lot of people used it in trials and got easy wins in
Mhm.
trials from it, and pisses me off because I wasn't able to use it before
Yeah.
I found out.
And now
But,
Bungie's like, nope, taking that down.
But yeah, and yeah, it sucks that something like that happened. And of course, they added the emote back now, and it's fixed now. But it sucks when glitches like that happen because then it kills the vibe for everybody when someone's using it.
Yeah.
It's like shit. Well, I can't really counter this unless I do it too
Yeah.
to get to them or whatever.
Alright. So I found out why that one dude was selling early copies of COD World War II for $45. So early copies of COD World War II will not work until launch because Activision has some sort of like patch. And the game will not work until the game receives that patch.
So it's
Wait,
kind of like a
what?
form of DRM for
Like-
physical games.
I guess they did it to stop people from uploading early footage of the game. And apparently if you tried to play online like beforehand, like you would just get IP banned or whatever.
What the hell?
That's what, man.
Messed up.
That dude shouldn't have been stealing games though. Freaking
Yeah.
my god. Alright, let's see. Single player is dead news. Visceral's senior level designer comes out to say that any talk about the death of single player is ridiculous. Obviously, because there's too many developers that are passionate about single player, and you know, that was just an idiotic statement. Who made that statement again?
I have no idea. Been floating around for a while.
Probably like
Just don't
someone
remember
from
what it-
EA trying to do that multiplayer propaganda.
Yeah, or IGN, or I think it might have been Kotaku, IGN, or Polygon. It was one of those three, I think. I'm not sure which one, but yeah.
Right, so, we know how hard it is for game developers to develop games, but we have been reminded again how hard it is. Some developers are talking about they have to sleep at work. Some of them have 20 hours shifts. Some of them have to wear adult diapers, and
What?
they literally have to focus on game development, and everything else gets put on the back burner, even their personal life.
The life of a game
It's
dev, I
not
guess.
good.
That's ridiculous.
Drives you mad.
Yeah. Because you're literally on the grind
Yeah.
24/7 until that game's out the door. And even then, you're still doing updates and the next game or the DLC for it.
Yeah.
It's the cogwheel just keeps turning. Unless you're like an indie dev and you do the one game and then you take a break and then you do the next game. But I bet if you are working for like EA, DICE, well, DICE will use they basically have to work Battlefront 2 right now. Battlefront 2, the free DLC that they're doing, and then Battlefield, whatever the next Battlefield game is. It's like that's hard on them. And so whenever I see a bad game, I feel really bad because I know how much time and effort they have to put into it, and if it does turn out shitty, it's like, oh man, I'm so sorry.
That's why I'm glad I didn't follow through on wanting to be a game developer.
Yeah,
I would have been like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
I wanted to be a game dev, and I was just like, I heard about all the crazy stuff that happened. I'm like, oh no, no thanks.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence about that. And if I do it, I don't want to work for a company. I'd rather do it myself,
Yeah.
or with like some like
A
nothing
passionate
like
developer.
yeah. Like I wouldn't want to be like,
Feels-
hey, let's jump right into it and work with Activision and get fucking hammered with
They got
the grind wheel.
they got the whips out. Focus on them supply drops.
Or get back to those loot boxes.
Get back to work.
I don't see money.
I don't see money. Do it right now. Oh my god. Oh, alright.
I don't see the color green.
God, man.
Green is good.
Where's the green at?
Green is
Yeah.
amazing.
Just right on you.
Oh my,
my
god.
God.
That's right.
What?
You didn't just hear that sound?
No.
Oh my god.
That's the sign, guys. We gotta get back to work.
Alright, Vince, right.
We gotta
Alright,
get back to work.
alright.
Sorry, my headset.
Okay, so the golden ticket of all this other news, the Gamestop Power Pass. If you are a Power Up Rewards member, you can pay $60. You get any pre-owned game, and for the next 6 months, you can keep swapping that game out for other pre-owned games. And if you like the game, you can keep it after the 6-month period.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially
I
if you
can't
like
really argue.
Especially if like you're like a YouTuber or something, you can just keep playing all the
Yeah.
newest games. You'd have to wait a little bit to get a used copy, but they usually show up after a couple days.
Yeah.
And freaking like I feel like so many people are gonna buy into this. It sounds so good. I feel like the only problems they would have is like maybe they would have an issue. Like if you were late to try to get a pre-owned copy of a game, you'd probably have an issue getting it because you know the deal's so good that other people are gonna be on it,
Yeah.
and then it's also gonna hurt developers because you're not buying the game brand new.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
waiting to
but
get it
I mean-
used.
Well, so let's say best case scenario, this works and people stop using GameFly.
Mm,
So and it's only one game.
mhm.
So it's not like GameFly where you could have like 4 games.
Yeah,
So it's not that bad. So I think it'll even itself out because I feel like if people are using GameFly, they'll stop using GameFly and maybe start using GameStop because it's like, well, I can just go to my local GameStop, $60 for 6 months, beat a game 1 week, switch it out the next week. It's right there, then and there, instead of GameFly where you have to wait a few days. And then you get to play. And then if you order 4 games at the same time, you'll probably not play one of them. And then you have to send it back. And then get it back when you want to play it. So I think it's a good deal for GameStop to be doing. It'll make GameStop look more consumer friendly, which is what they need to do. Yeah, and if this, because I'm gonna expect this is gonna blow up and work really well for them.
I bet the powerpass.
Yeah, I bet you they will add probably like within a year or two, they will probably add a second or third game for probably more money. I bet you.
I mean, like,
so like for like $10 more or whatever.
Like one complaint I've heard about GameFly the most is that they seem to have like stocking issues. It's like people want to get a game and be like, they don't have it. A bunch of people already got it.
Yeah, and the good thing with the GameStop thing is you go to the store and you see what they have.
Yeah.
You actually see it. Whereas GameFly, you hope they have it.
Yeah.
When you order it.
I pray they have this game.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, dude.
But then, of course, the flip side, people would probably trade games in more.
Yeah.
And game devs would get fucked out of it.
All right, Pinstripe. Now you can explain why you think this will put GameStop out of business.
I'm about to sign up for this shit right now.
Okay, so first off, let me just start out by saying this is mostly information I got based off of a video. Because I personally, you know, I don't major in business. I don't know too much about this type of thing. I've never worked in a game store or a rental store. But what my biggest fear is that it would interfere with stock for certain games. Now, obviously, if people are renting, I don't know, Infamous Second Son or something like that, it's not going to matter. But when it's a more obscure game, somebody could just rent that out, and then they have less just to sell on the shelves, period. That's basically what that video boiled down to. Looking back at it, I definitely see it being more beneficial than anything else.
I got you.
But that's just one thing I'm keeping in mind.
Okay.
Again, we'll have to wait and see, you know, if there's like any special rules, like, oh, they have to have at least 2 copies on the shelves, or 2 or 3 copies on the shelves before you can rent said game. You know, like COD, that wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
But again, if you wanted to rent, I don't know, Cyber Dimension, Neptunia, 4 Goddesses online or something like that,
why would you
probably
pay $60 to rent that game?
Well, it's $60 to rent any game in the store, though.
Pre-owned.
Well, that's what I mean. So it's like, for a gamer like me, it just wouldn't be.
Is it even
there's a
possible to find a used copy of a game? I feel like people that dive into that genre of games don't let go of games like that very easily.
You'd be surprised.
'Cause, like, I don't think I've actually seen a copy of a Neptunia game in store. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. But
well, you also got to remember where you live. Like, you're up in the Seattle area.
Right.
Like, those types of games
he just
are
doxed
more
me,
popular
guys.
up there.
He just
than they
doxed
are.
me.
Those games are a lot more popular in that area than they are in, say, the Midwest.
You're right.
So, like, somebody picks up a game, then they're like, oh, wow, this is shit. And they just return it. Demonetized, but, like, my buddy.
I demonetized the video 7 times in the first
Jake, shut up.
You need to worry about that.
My buddy, he got Persona 5 because he's like, ooh, I like the art style. but he hates JRPGs, so he returned it.
Oh my god. Yo,
I'm like,
did you see that picture of that dude who had an open copy of Persona 5 that he's had since launch, and he was like, I might throw this game away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Earlier I was saying,
he said he
well,
doesn't.
at least
He
I'm
said he
farther
doesn't
ahead
like.
in the game than that guy.
Yeah, he was like, I don't like turn-based combat, so I'll probably throw the game in the
How
garbage.
far into the game was he?
He
It
didn't
was
open it.
unopened.
Like even the plastic was still on it.
Oh my god.
The sad thing too was it was the Steelbook edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he paid extra.
Oh no, you just lost money.
Basically, yeah.
That's gamers now, man. They don't give a shit. Dude. But yeah, again, I think, and a bunch of other people think that the Power Pass is gonna be fire. But yeah, I could see that, you know, happening. Like it's gonna be hard to find those games because it's a cool deal. Everybody is gonna be getting their hands on.
Something I also have to wonder is if that does have that sort of effect, if it would affect the prices of used games.
Oh, yeah.
It might. I can see it doing it because there's a lot of demand and less supply.
Yeah.
So I can see that skyrocketing certain games. So like, you know how Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii has just always been $100?
Yeah.
Because of how much in demand it is. I can see that being with certain niche or obscure JRPG games, or just games in general.
Remember, can't wait for people to get the
Plus-
Power Pass just to get copies of Melee.
Yeah.
Plus, in regards to that, like, you know, when it comes to used games, I think we can all agree that GameStop sort of determines how much that game is going to be worth used.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So,
like the prices are usually for good reason, because it's like who wants who wants a copy of freaking of let me think, who wants a copy of No Man's Sky? It's not like it's not
it's
just
still $20 at least.
like it's not just GameStop. Like they usually determine what they sell it for, but when it comes to the actual value, that's usually just based on trends in gaming in general. That's why, like, I see people complaining about the trade-in values. I'm like, I see those games like you're trying to trade in shit games that nobody wants.
It's like you trying to trade in MLB 14 for MLB 17,
you're trying to finesse GameStop. They ain't having that shit.
Yeah. Like, and I know it's a trend thing for sure with some pre-owned games, because I remember Skate 3 had for a long time has always been like $5, right?
Yeah.
But then YouTubers started making videos on it and it became more popular again, and that thing skyrocketed to like $40, and right now it's still $25. And I'm just like, why?
it's literally like the trends that determine the trade-in value. It's not just GameStop being like, oh, you have this super rare game, we'll give you $5.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to the prices, yeah, like they gouge the shit out of it, but freaking like.
But and then again,
people
also
just
if
keep
they
trying
have
to
a
finesse
lot of,
GameStop.
if they have like a shit ton of supply and no demand, of course they're gonna market it down.
Yeah, it's like I know how it feels. I tried to give them Daxter, one of the shittiest games I've ever played in my life. They told me it was worth less than a cent. Like, you can't accept this.
We can't give you anything unless you're donating it to us.
That was the only PSP game of mine that they didn't accept.
What category are we even like on? The
We're not.
miscellaneous?
We're still on other because we're still talking about the Power Pass.
We start with other.
Yeah, we always start with other.
I thought.
Which
I
is
thought at
everything
a
that's
point in
not
time we did
console
other
specific.
last.
Nah. You'd think we'd do other last, but this is usually where most of the news is.
Yeah, and I feel like Microsoft didn't really have shit, so.
Other than the games for gold for next month.
Games of well, there's actually a few things. There's still not a lot, but there's like 3 or 4 things.
I feel like PlayStation is gonna have the most.
But yeah, now we can finally move on to console specific topics. November, PlayStation Plus, you got Worms Battlegrounds, Bound, R-Type Dimensions, Ragdoll Kung Fu Fists of Plastic, Dungeon Punks, and Broken Sword 5 The Serpent's Curse, episodes 1 and 2 for the PlayStation Vita. There will also be 40% discounts on games such as the 1.5, 2.5 Kingdom Hearts bundle, and the Mega Man Legacy Collection. And
holy shit, I am lagging like fucking crazy.
there's also a discount on Kingdom Hearts 2.8. They're both 40% off. So that means Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 is $30 and 2.8 is $36.
Attention.
But oh my god, Jake, so anyone excited for PS Plus this month? I'm not, it's trash.
What?
I am for Worms Battleground and Bound. Like, that's basically it, though.
What are you talking about, bro? I'm still celebrating PlayStation Plus last month.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, because you just
keep...
bought it to get Metal Gear Solid 5,
I just
right?
got it.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people damage control it and be like, well, of course this month can't be great. Last month they gave us Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
And I'm like,
people just love to defend being anti-consumer.
Like, yeah.
That awkward moment, the best part about the PlayStation Plus for November is the discounts.
Yeah, like seriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 for PS4 is was $30.
Yeah, $30, and 2.8
for
is
PlayStation
36.
Plus members. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
2.8
Horizon Zero Dawn
36.
is 44% off if you're a PS Plus.
So go
member.
grab that shit right now.
But it's like, for Horizon Zero Dawn, they're about to come out with the freaking special edition for the same price.
Wait, they're releasing a special edition?
So it's basically got the season pass in it. Like, it's sort of a Game of the Year edition.
How much is that gonna be? 60?
It's gonna be 50 or 40, I can't remember. I'm gonna look it up now.
Oh snap.
Yeah,
Let me just wait for that.
Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition.
That's what we're talking about, Jake.
It's 60.
Yes, yeah, sweet. Let me just wait for that special edition. Yeah.
It's
So
60.
this-
I just bought it today.
I don't know, I would, but I don't really care about the DLC for the game.
Well, I don't own the game, so this is good for me.
I still haven't played Horizon at all.
And you're not
It's
missing
okay.
much.
Yeah. The game's overrated. It's probably gonna get nominated for Game of the Year, and it doesn't deserve it in my opinion.
Did you?
And
The
best
complete
JRPG.
Jake, I don't know where the fuck you bought Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition for $60, but everywhere I'm seeing it's 50.
Wait, what happened?
I'm trying to play this Nier Automata. Though.
Jake tried buying Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition for $60. He's saying, "Yeah, I bought that today," and then I'm like, "Jake, you got
I
gypped."
didn't buy that today. I saw it when I was pre-ordering Sonic Forces. I saw it was.
You legit said you bought it today.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Somebody shadow play that.
I can't. My shadow play's not
Shadow
on.
play it.
Shut your bitch ass up.
What's good, yo, look, yo. No, right now.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut up. Boy.
You'll see him in court. What?
What?
Wait, Judge Joe Brown at?
And to all of you playing the voting game at home, remember you could vote third and vote for Memba. Because he isn't a screaming person at all. So
You
remember,
can vote for
vote
Memba's the
Memba.
greatest.
A vote for Memba is a vote to enable you to pre-order Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Oh my god.
And a vote for Memba is a vote for you to say, "Fuck you, Jake."
I
can
guess.
say it
But
anyway
they
in the
could just
comments.
vote for you.
Oh yeah, if you say "fuck you, Jake" in the comments, that also adds on to a vote for me. So
Holy shit, I am lagging like crazy.
Renee, remember, vote for me.
That's what
and
you
I'll
get
make,
for yelling.
vote for me, and I'll make you enabled.
You want good games? Vote Memba.
Where's No Man's Sky? Where's No Man's Sky Complete Edition?
No man's.
Why?
Who wants it?
Who the fuck was talking about No Man's Sky,
Jake,
boy?
obviously.
Dude, No Man's
We
Sky.
were not talking about No Man's Sky!
No Man's Sky doesn't even need a complete edition because all the updates are free.
What
my
the
God.
fuck is Jake
I'm so
doing?
happy that I got this half-ass game for free.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god. Don't die.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright.
Rest in peace, Kojima. You will be missed. Even though he's not dead, he just left the Konami.
Alright.
It's okay. They're fucking
Monster
it to the
Hunter.
ground anyway.
Monster
Yeah.
Hunter World's beta will be a PlayStation exclusive, and you can play as Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn in Monster Hunter Worlds.
Wait, did you just say the beta or the game's exclusive
The
to
beta.
PlayStation?
The
Okay,
beta is
that's-
exclusive to
okay.
PlayStation, and you can play as Aloy in Monster Hunter Worlds if you get the PlayStation version.
Yep.
Does this make Jake want to go buy Monster Hunter? I know it makes Pinstripe want to buy Monster Hunter.
No, it
Makes
doesn't.
me want to buy Monster
Oh yeah,
Hunter.
speaking
Well, I'm
of,
gonna
I
buy it.
forgot to mention
But
that
anyway.
I couldn't get attached to Aloy at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, fam. Maybe if you put like, what PlayStation mascot would I want to see in Monster Hunter?
Sack.
Crash.
Sackboy.
Sackboy.
Oh no! What the fuck?
Parappa the Rapper.
He just makes traps.
what's
Rappa
his
the
name?
Rapper in Monster Hunter.
Sir.
Parappa the
Sir-
Trapper.
What's
Oh,
the dude
God.
from Medieval?
From what?
Medieval.
I don't know his name, but I know what
Sir
you're talking
Daniel?
about.
Sir Daniel, yeah.
Oh god. Sir Daniel.
See Sir Daniel.
God, dude.
Be pretty cool.
I probably want to see like Jack and Daxter.
And before someone says, I would like to see
Nathan
Joel,
Drake.
Ellie, Nathan Drake.
No, Joel, no Nathan Drake. Get it? I want to see Crash Bandicoot.
Same.
Where's Crash Bandicoot at?
I want to play as Neo Cortex while
What-
killing dinosaurs.
Would he survive in this
Monsters.
Monster World pinstripe?
Oh, you know
Pinstripe.
what they're probably gonna put in the game, Katie?
What?
Would Crash survive in the Monster Hunter universe?
No, I know who's gonna
No,
be
because
in there.
everybody would think he's a monster and try and kill him.
You're right.
Katie, I know who would be in All Stars too, for sure.
We're not
Who's
talking
the
about that. We're
character?
talking about Monster
This
Hunter.
guy's not paying attention at
No.
all.
Fucking god,
I was
Jake.
lagging out. You gotta remember that shit.
Oh my god.
We were talking about Monster Hunter.
All I heard was Sir Daniel, Crash Bandicoot, and a
We're
bunch
talking
of
about people who
You
other
know-
PlayStation
you know-
mascots that could be in Monster Hunter
you
World
know-
except for Aloy.
You know Crash didn't make it into PlayStation All Stars.
So all I heard
No,
was Sir Daniel and Crash Bandicoot, and that's it.
Crash
You
ain't never
can
gonna
well
get it.
since you're lagging apparently you can play as Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn in Monster Hunter Worlds. Do you care about this at all?
No.
Okay.
Oh my.
But
Cool.
yeah, freaking, I would want to see Jack and Daxter in Monster Hunter. Freaking. So, who wants to see Nathan Drake in that world?
I don't give a flying fuck.
He's gonna get smacked.
I don't give a fuck about Nathan Drake.
I want to see a car from Gran Turismo Monster Hunter World. Oh, yeah. Sackboy, I think Sackboy would be hilarious for that though, because he would just make all these like nutty traps. Freaking all right, so yeah, PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale 2 has been rumored. That would be nice because then I could get back to making I could go back to being a PlayStation All Stars dedicated channel, and I can get all my subs and
Well, I
shit
can tell
back.
you what character won't be in that game.
What? Crash?
Isaac.
Oh, from Dead Space?
Isaac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Because Isaac was in the first one.
But I can tell you what character will be in that game, Katie.
Joel.
And that's what's his name from Infamous Second Son?
Oh, you mean what's his name? Delvin or some shit?
Yeah, or Devin.
Yeah, Devin. I didn't really care about him that much. Like,
they're probably gonna remove Cole from the game and put Devin.
yeah,
on there.
they probably will remove Cole, or they'll have him be DLC. But yeah, I don't like whatever his name is that much. He wasn't that cool of a character.
You know what they need in PlayStation All-Stars
man,
Battle
but-
Royale? They need to add fucking
But
ukulele.
if they let him use all of his conduit powers, he'll probably be like stupid. Cause he has four set. His original power is just to absorb the power of any conduit who he touches. And so at the end of the game,
Oh, you still talking about Devin?
yeah. So at the end of the game, he has four sets of powers. He has like he has smoke powers, neon powers, video powers, and boulder powers.
Yeah, we need
the
that,
boulder
and we
powers
need
are the
ukulele in
stupidest.
the game.
Ukulele. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, who would
We need that
any of you
geeky
guys?
ass nigga,
Any of you guys?
that
Who would you want to
savage
see?
ass bat.
Who would you guys want to see in Battle Royale 2? I know Pinstripe wants to see Crash and Spyro.
Yeah, it's a Crash.
I want to
Yeah,
see
say
Thin
Crash.
Princess.
Did you say Thin Princess?
Yeah.
Shut up.
We'll probably see Aloy, Nathan.
You think we'd see Ryu? Because Street Fighter V was a PlayStation exclusive.
Oh, yeah,
with
no.
PC, but
No, I want to see it again.
Either him or Kuma.
what, Jay?
Where Goku at? I want to see Goku
We're-
in All Star.
We're not gonna
Mission
see
for
Goku. We're not gonna see no
Where
Goku.
Goku at?
You're gonna get a Blaze.
Oh yeah,
Blue
we're definitely getting Aloy.
Yeah.
Where
We're probably
where
gonna get
Vegeta
Joel.
at?
We're probably gonna get Joel.
I hope not.
Kratos,
gonna be
Kratos will come back.
I feel like we don't
Put
need
in
a
Kratos'
Joel.
son.
If anything else,
Yo, what
we
if we?
could probably just be okay with a Joel skin for Nathan Drake.
Yo, Keeler, what if we get 2B?
That'd be cool. That'd be really
That would.
interesting.
We need Amaterasu in that game.
No. Actually, no, that would be cool, but he probably wouldn't make it. Yo, if they don't put
That's right.
Joker in PlayStation All Stars 2,
Oh yeah, they should.
They're gonna put Raiden back in the game.
that'd be dumb. But yeah, dude.
As long as they fix them.
Rumors are popping up. You know, I'm trying to play this game. I played one and I bought all the DLC.
If it's just an all-star, just go like.
And you know what, man? I'm so mad. I found the real tech for ranking up after I stopped playing the game.
You know how
Dude,
you do.
you just spam.
win.
You just get level. You just spam level 1 supers. You don't save up for the level 3. Just spam level 1. You get them way faster. You'll get more kills in time. That was the real tech, because you're not even guaranteed a level 3 if you're trying to save for it. You could just end up wasting a bunch of time, and by the time you do get it, you could probably be in the negative when it comes to points. But yeah, that's enough of that. If they do announce that, I'll probably pre-order it like right away. But onto the main thing for Sony, at Paris Games Week, they showed off a bunch of stuff that they should have shown at E3. They showed off a trailer for The Last of Us 2. They showed off some gameplay for God of War Last of Us Edition. They revealed Sucker Punch's new game, Legend of Tsushima. It's made by Sucker Punch, so I think it'll be good. Let's see. What else is Oh yeah, they showed off some new car game that's coming out in summer next year. I forgot the name of it though. We got not gameplay. We got another trailer for Detroit Becoming Human. And they spent too much time on VR. And was that everything? I think it was. Keeler, did I forget anything?
Did you say Destiny
Oh yeah,
2's expansion?
Destiny 2's expansion. And
there was
a trailer for Spider-Man.
And then did you say Erica?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That like live action choose your own adventure game.
Yeah. But for me, like, it was okay. It's because they showed off a lot of content that we saw already, or like trailers for games we've already seen. That's kind of frustrating. I wish they would just show us like nothing but new stuff. You know, another trailer or something for Kingdom Hearts 3 would have been nice, don't you think?
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Maybe
But
we
already
could see
got
the
one at
we could see the
D23.
Marvel / Star Wars world, please.
The Marvel world is Big Hero 6.
Oh, man. Alright.
And we don't know if there's actually a Star Wars level.
That would be such a letdown. They're trying to move units, man. But yeah, it was alright. Like I said, the trailer for Last of Us 2 was cool, but I'm not like super hyped for the game because I think it's overrated. I think the thing I was excited for the most was Legend of Tsushima because I like Sucker Punch a lot. But did anyone else besides me and Keeler watch the conference?
I didn't watch it live, but I saw some of the trailers.
Was there anything like you really liked, or did you like watching the thing?
Well, I mean the trailers, you know, they're fine and dandy, but I wish I could have seen some more gameplay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, where's the gameplay at? And I think that's one of the reasons I got dislikes on the video I uploaded, along with me saying I'm glad I didn't get Destiny 2 and saying The Last of Us is overrated. Yeah, I was like,
Gameplay
Destiny
in
2.
this day and age, what the fuck are you talking?
You better be happy with that. Better be happy with that CG trailer.
You mean press one button to quote unquote play the game? For those of you who may not know, if KD just muted his mic, a small child has just entered the fray.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I told him to get out.
Get out.
God,
Shoo. You don't belong here.
Oh my god, dude.
Don't make Katie go get Mr. Black.
Shut up, Jake.
Or you, whoever that is.
Demonetized.
God, good job, Jake.
Every time Jake talks, it's just demonetized.
But yeah, okay, so
Everything I say is demonetized to the channel.
there was backlash for the trailer for The Last of Us Part 2 and I think some other games because people were saying the stuff they showed off was too violent, and Sony responded by saying a game made by adults is to be played by adults. But it's like, where were they when all these kids were playing Call of Duty and all this other stuff? Like, they only care now because it's their IP getting attacked.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Sony. Freaking. But yeah, that's everything. On Xbox, we got Games for Gold. November, we have Trackmania Turbo, Tales of the Borderlands, Nights into Dreams, and Deadfall Adventures. Is anyone here with an Xbox that actually has Games for Gold or Xbox Live Gold? Cricket noises?
No.
That's not what a cricket sounds like, but okay.
I know.
I don't think I have Go Live anymore.
Jake, I thought you loved
Pretty
your
sure I don't have
Xbox.
No!
I thought you love your Xbox, Jake. Jake. Jake, are you not gonna answer my question?
What?
I thought you loved your Xbox.
I have 2 games for it.
Which games?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, 3, because Keeler gave me Halo.
I was about to say, what's the 2 game?
That, Sunset Overdrive, and Deadpool.
You bought Deadpool for the Xbox One?
For $15.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he hates his Xbox because you know it has like no games. Freaking anyways, yeah, Games for Gold is kind of whack. Didn't we get Tales from the Borderlands for PS
this month
Plus?
has
Like,
a game I'm really interested. It's got the game Knights,
yeah,
which I never played.
I heard that game was whack.
Isn't that the Sega Dreamcast game?
I don't
Yeah, it's
remember.
the Sega Purple Girl thing.
Knights was on the Saturn.
Memba.
Was it? My bad.
Yeah.
Did Memba fall asleep? Oh my god, Memba, are you kidding me right now?
Oh
Let me call this fool. I swear to God.
no. That or he's just zoned out too hard on whatever he's
I'm
doing.
about to become Majin Buu!
Oh
when
my
you hear
God.
that sound, that means you need to be quiet.
When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. I'm calling Memba.
Oh, I'm gonna wake up and be like, what happened? We done? We done? Or the joke is he fell asleep during the Xbox conversation.
Oh my god, he's not
That was a lot.
answering. Alright, we're just gonna have to move on without this fool. He done passed out.
He done did it.
But the Kinect is being discontinued. Oh, this time I got sent straight to voicemail.
Damn.
Alright.
He probably is up.
He might be getting Mr. Black, Katie.
But yeah, like in my response to this news is like, why wasn't this discontinued like a while ago?
Yeah.
Nobody likes this crap. Like it was cool for a little bit, but then it wasn't cool anymore. Oh,
Mainly
hold up, he
'cause
just texted me.
They stopped making games for it.
Oh, he said he's lagging really hard.
Oh, rip.
Why are
Yeah.
him and Jake lagging so hard?
I was lagging every time I mute myself. I've been lagging because I didn't want to like say anything and then it lagged.
Okay, hold up.
So
let me-
yeah, I've been lagging too.
Let me see if I change like the server or something. Let me see if they'll fix it.
All right.
Try US East. Alright, hello?
Hello.
Yo.
Member?
Rip.
I don't know who this fool is, but
I got a bucket of chicken!
alright, but did any of you guys like the I was about to say the Connect.
Fuck the Kinect.
Oh man.
I could care less.
They had one chance for me.
I mean, we needed Mortal Kombat for the Kinect.
My favorite Connect game was Connectimals. I thought it was revolutionary for the time. The only thing good about the Connect was Connectimals.
What about the Dragon Ball Z Connect game?
Only thing good was Connectimals.
Wasn't that the pack-in game?
Yes. It was. It made me so sad when I had to play Sonic Free Riders.
That game was trash on the Connect. Oh my god. I saw Angry Joe's review. Oh my god, dude.
It was
What the fuck?
awful.
That should have just been a console game.
Should have been, but
What
it
the
wasn't.
fuck was Sega thinking? That was gonna be my favorite Sonic Riders game and they fucked it up.
Oh, I'm free.
You're free to fall on your damn ass. Freaking, come on now. Sega, I hate you guys. Give me another Sonic Riders game. What?
Speaking of the Kinect, I need to make sure. I need to check to see if I still have it for the 360.
And it better not be no like Sonic Boom Riders or some shit.
Because if I do, I want to buy this really shitty, scary game and do a video on it. Because it's bad.
That's you. But yeah, Jake, did you like the Kinect?
Fuck no.
Don't you have one?
I said
You were supposed to get Mortal Kombat Connect and we were gonna fight each other. That was awesome.
Oh my god. So
okay, kids, so Jake started smoking some marijuanas again.
I don't think that would cause him to say things like that. Anyways,
oh, you're right. That's just him being him.
Remember when I said Connectimals was the only good Connect game?
Yeah.
I lied. Dance Central was also good.
Okay. Did you like the Connect
Just
member?
dance, gonna be okay.
Member? Did you like the Connect?
What the fuck kind of a question?
You never know. Somebody could actually like the Connect.
Yeah, but that someone isn't me, so fuck out of here with that gay shit.
Oh, my bucket of fried chicken worked.
Connect was trash.
Oh, so you're saying that Jake liked it?
Connect was trash. It made Sonic Free Riders look retarded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They ruined Sonic Free Riders.
Remember to hold hands if you want to go faster.
Apparently, when you needed it to sign into Xbox Live, if you had more than one black person in the house, it would like mistake you for that other person while you're playing a game, and it would sign you into their account.
Oh yeah, wasn't that an article? Was the article was called like I think my Connect's racist or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
I remember
That
there was
so
another
funny.
dude talking about it on a podcast. He was like, I have like 2 brothers in the house. I'll be playing, and it will sign me into my brother's account. Like, what? Oh, God.
This person has dark skin, so they must be this other dark skinned person. That's not cool.
You can buy original Xbox games on the Xbox One now. You can also use your disc if you have one of the supported games. I'm waiting for Mad Dash Racing and Jet Set Radio Future before I buy one.
Dude, it's so it's really cool. I was playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on it just to try it out. It's cool. I really like that they are doing that.
Jake, have you tried it? But then again, you've never owned an original Xbox, so you probably don't even care.
I have an original Xbox, but what have I not tried?
No, you don't have an original Xbox.
Yeah, I do. I bought one used.
He's lying. Have you seen? You can buy the old You can buy 13 old Xbox games on the Xbox One, and if you have the disc for any of those games, you can just use the disc.
I mean, yeah, I would use it, but I have my 360, which does fine for it too.
His first console, by the way.
No, it wasn't. The PS2 was.
No, it wasn't.
And technically, if we include handhelds, it was the GBA.
He never played that thing.
This stupid fuck is full of shit.
He got addicted to Xbox.
And then Katie showed me the light of the PS3.
Anyways.
Alright. Katie showed me the light of consoles with the PS3. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. Microsoft says that 70 games will be enhanced for the Xbox One X on its launch day. Is anybody getting this thing, and do they care? I'll get one later.
You can't even get an Xbox One.
What is this again?
The Xbox One X. 70 games will be enhanced for it when it launches.
If I could buy one.
You bought a 4K TV, Jake. What are you talking about?
It's unavailable wherever I go.
Actually, there'll be no point for you to get it anyway, because you're about to build a PC.
If I get an Xbox One X, probably not gonna. It's not gonna be that I bought it. It's gonna be that my dad bought one. So
and
I'll play games on it just to see what it's like, but I won't personally be like owning one.
Be like, screw that frustrating PC. I'll play my games at 1800p on the Xbox One X. I'm gonna play
right.
Killing Floor 2.
Like how that's the one game you decided to go with out of all the games you could have said.
Because that's the only one I know that's gonna be 1800p upscaled to 4K. The other games are gonna be at some other resolution upscaled to 4K.
Fuck.
Let's see. Xbox fanboys are upset because even with all the damage controlling they did for the console while it was failing, the people that cared the least about the Xbox brand got review copies of, or they got Xbox One X's early pretty much to review.
Yeah, and even YouTubers who don't review consoles or play on consoles got it. Like Jacksepticeye got it. PewDiePie got it, I think.
Yeah.
Mark might have gotten one because Jack got one. Boogie got one, I think, too. So he'll probably talk about it, but yeah, a lot of YouTubers got it.
Being a corporate slave doesn't bring in the money, man.
No,
so they don't understand.
You gotta have the views. You gotta have the views.
Yeah, man. These channels that in question, they've been struggling too. It's not happening.
Remember, only gave Persona 5 4 stars.
Apparently, there was one podcast freaking. Apparently, they've been charging people to show up on their podcast. This is the Xbox one.
What? Oh, the official one, or
no? It's like it's an Xbox podcast, and they've been charging people to be on their podcast. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the? Dude, I don't understand why you would charge someone to be on a show, a talk show, where you just talk. I don't.
You'd probably be like, it's for the exposure.
I guess, but like, why?
Not if you're some corporate slaves, hell no. Freaking, alright. That's all the Xbox news.
Alright.
On Nintendo. Alright, so Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will be the last Pokemon games on the 3DS.
Wow.
Woo! That means 3DS is dying. Good. Finally. Yes.
That's a big statement.
Yes.
Well, I don't think that it's dying. I just think they're trying to move it to the Switch so that they can sell more Switches.
Well, obviously, I don't mean it's dying.
But yeah, Keeler wants more Switch support and not. He's been wondering why these games are not available for the Switch yet, but they're still bringing them out on the 3DS.
Yeah, like why do you keep supporting the 3DS when the Switch is a better handheld than the 3DS? Like why?
This is raking in that money. If it wasn't raking in that money, they would have freaking been like, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah, but probably with Game Freak stopping Pokemon on 3DS and moving to Switch, maybe that'll trigger everyone else to start moving over. Maybe. Who knows?
The milk machine.
Welcome to the milk machine.
How do you remember, Jake? How do you guys feel about this? Remember fall asleep?
Or he's lagging again.
Oh god. Jake. Where's Jake?
Did he fall asleep?
Oh my god, dude.
What nerds.
Jesus Christ, man. Can't even rely on people to stay awake. I know Memo's lagging, but Jesus Christ. Alright. Why is he lagging now all of a sudden?
I don't know. It just happens randomly.
Is his connection being throttled?
I don't believe so.
But Nintendo had an Animal Crossing Direct. They announced an Animal Crossing mobile game where you get hyped to take 5 hours to build an object. You take 3 hours to cut down a tree, and you can pay to speed up the process.
When you give your phone a 5-hour energy.
That's what I was like. I was like, it's about time we got an Animal Crossing mobile game, but I didn't think they would make it like this.
What if they like got Niantic to work
And
on it?
It's
So
fun.
it'd be like Pokemon Go, but for Animal
It's funny because
Crossing.
now people are like, why couldn't it have been like Super Mario Run and been like a $10 payment and then I can just play the game? But when Super
Yeah.
Mario Run came out, people were complaining that it was
That
$10.
like,
yeah,
oh,
it's
pay
just
for
free.
it.
why do I have to pay for it? Yeah, that happened.
Like, it's just getting harder and harder to win nowadays.
Yeah, because
I mean, I know, you know, you should live by the saying, oh, well, you're not going to please everybody. But when people get mad over dumb shit.
Yeah, man.
well, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah, fam.
Ah, man, I can't wait, man. 3 hours to cut down a tree, man. That sounds godlike.
Yeah, dude, this shit's hype. I've been hearing.
They should just make mini games
Tom
that'll help make
Tom
it go
Nook
faster.
wasn't satisfied with them bells. They want that real money.
I don't want this virtual currency anymore. I'm coming for you. It points at the screen.
God, dude.
Nook's like, I got it out for you.
Let's see. All right, and last thing, Mario Odyssey. But we already talked a bunch about Mario Odyssey earlier. So is there anything
Yeah.
else that really needs to be said besides for
It's
me?
a Switch seller,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and for me, like,
as if Breath of the Wild wasn't already.
I guess we can replace it with a question. Like, when it comes to game review scores, do you think that these reviewers are like letting nostalgia affect the scores?
Are
In
we
regards
talking
to
about just
Odyssey?
Mario Odyssey?
No, we're talking about, I guess, like from old franchise, from classic franchises in general, with Nintendo stuff being the best example. Like, because apparently this is, people are claiming this is mainly a problem with Nintendo stuff. They're saying people get blinded by nostalgia and give the games ridiculously high scores because of nostalgia.
Now, when we're talking about Nintendo, I agree. I'm not saying these games don't deserve the
Oh, yeah.
scores they get
I
by
heard-
any means.
I heard somebody cried in the middle of a Mario Odyssey review.
What?
That
I
don't
remember
understand.
I tweeted about it. I forgot who did it, but I was watching it and I was laughing so hard. I was like, why is this dude crying?
Right.
Like, oh my god, Mario.
The reason I say mostly just for Nintendo is due to what has happened recently in regards to Crash Bandicoot.
What do you mean?
Well, don't get me wrong, people still love the remake, but it definitely was not. How do I put this? Some people rated it lower than they would have back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, I know that's mostly due to the difficulty, but it's like,
Oh god.
if anything, Insane Trilogy was easier than the original trilogy.
Yeah, it was.
The
Yeah,
game's too hard.
It was. Like, Insane Trilogy was way easier than the original 3. I blew through Crash 3 in like a day almost. And I don't remember doing that when I was... Well, I was younger, but I did play like Crash 3 on my old PS1 again. And it did take me a few more extra tries than it would have on a few levels because of how the jumping worked.
Yeah, and especially Crash 1. Don't get me wrong, it's still probably the hardest out of the 3, but I couldn't ever imagine doing everything there is to do in Crash 1 when I was younger.
Yeah, because Crash 1 needed you to be perfect on PS1. It needed you to
Oh,
do
shit.
each level perfect, getting everything without dying, and it was awful.
And I know there hasn't been like a remake of, Zelda, Mario lately. But trying to think what else has come out recently that's been a reboot besides Tomb Raider, because that was actually a good game.
Technically Resident Evil 7, because they treated it as a soft reboot. It still
mean-
is kinda in the same universe.
it's in the same universe. Well, that's not even that bad because they changed it up quite a lot. And
I think they
another
use
part of
reboot
it
as in,
is
like,
too,
the
Keeler,
gameplay.
is that the rest of the universe didn't come into play until near the end of the game anyway.
Yeah, because it was distant. It was its own story that was like, hey, we just want to tell a new story, and then say, hey, you are in the same universe. Here's some references here and there. So I think
honestly,
the reboot part's more about how they told the story and how the gameplay was, versus like, hey, this is a completely new universe that's Resident Evil. We're gonna tell a new story. We're gonna revamp it. Instead, it's like, hey, this is a kind of reboot because we're gonna go a different direction than we would have, but it still follows Resident Evil 6. So Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 5 still happened and all that. So
another game that kind of, I would say, does the same thing is, hold on, I'm away from my computer right now, but can somebody look up the average review scores for DMC, Devil May Cry?
Yeah, I can. Hold on.
What about that game?
I don't know what the average review score was for that.
I think it'd be like 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Metacritic says the overall says 85%.
What the fuck?
Well, that game was still a fun game. It was
a fun game. It just wasn't a good DMC game.
It was glitchy, and they ruined Dante.
Yeah, like everyone on the critic review, like Giant Bomb gave it a 10 out of 10.
What?
Game Informer gave it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, Game Informer makes sense because they're trying to sell the fucking game.
Yeah. IGN gave it a 8.5 out of 10.
Oh man, I regret asking about this game.
Capcom paid these people off. No.
And then like the user reviews, people said 10, 10, 10, 10, 9, 7, 4, 2, 2.
Now that's too low.
8, 8, 8, 9, 10, 10.
The game's a 7 at least.
I guess it's like a polarizing guess because it is the newer fans are like really like it, but then old fans hate it.
Yeah.
I guess is what's going on.
Like,
yes,
again,
was this released on Steam?
Yeah.
I'll go on Steam and just look there. But you can keep going with where you were going.
You know, like, again, back to what I was saying before, I'm not saying Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey don't deserve the 9s and 10s that they are getting, because I haven't played them. I'm sure they deserve them. Because, honestly, Mario Odyssey makes me want to buy a Switch more than Fire Emblem Warriors did.
Yeah.
More than Disgaea 5 Complete did.
Speaking of, I saw Disgaea 3. They finally let you download it digitally. What the heck? When did they do that? I saw the game was like $4
recently.
I'm mad.
But my main issue with that right there is that it's been available on the Vita. That's a complete version, but it's like, well,
I got you.
Yeah. Anyway, it's hard to compare it to other game companies though, because
it's like, I feel like I'm looking at Mario and Zelda. I'm looking at all these other games. Like I can see where the passion is in the Nintendo games. That's why, like, I give them higher scores, because freaking, it's like I can see that the game was actually, you know, made with it, instead of some of these other games. They're just like, we gotta get this money, or it's just a generic ass dude bro game. Some
like the Order 1886.
Shit. Yeah. Or like a good chunk of these games today that I don't feel like playing because they just look like generic. It's like Horizon Zero Dawn.
It sucks because, you know, back in the day, these games, if they came out back on the PS2, they'd be groundbreaking. But now it's like what we expect almost. And in some ways that's bad, because it's like, well, I don't want to play the same game 12 times in a year.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with bringing games back from the past and remastering them. Because Crash Bandicoot was groundbreaking for its time, and then if you release it today, which they did, it got like an 8 out of 10 overall, is what I saw. And people were complaining about controls and were complaining about this and that. And I just always kept thinking to myself, well, this game came out on the PlayStation 1. Of course it's gonna have this and this wrong with it, you know?
Yeah, and they stayed true to how it was on the PS1.
Yeah.
Like that, I know there was some things that were a bit off if we're comparing the two directly, but you know that's just going to happen as things evolve. You know, you're not going to be playing the exact same game you were playing 20 years ago.
I'd rather play a game.
They did the best they could, and they did a damn good job of recreating it.
I'd rather play a game in that scenario, with the exception of San Andreas. The controls in that game are fucking trash. I don't know how I played that shit back then. Like, the game was like fun, the story and all that shit, but those controls, oh my god, I despise it. I tried to play the game again last year, and I was like, I can't do this shit.
Yeah.
I can't freaking. But I'd rather play like a game with not as good controls than like these cinematic movie type games with these generic ass characters. The game lasts 5 to 10 hours. The game's probably not even complete. Got a season pass announced before launch with loot boxes. Like, I'm not trying to pay $60 for that shit. Like, freaking I was born in '93. I was used to a lot more games with the passion and games being complete and being filled with content, because if the games weren't, the game was fucking ripped to shreds and the game didn't sell. Nowadays, you know, we get to see the faces behind the games, and now people are getting emotionally attached to pieces of plastic, and these crappy games are selling people defending loot boxes and shit. And it's disgusting. But at least like the games, you know, that, you know, the type of games I enjoyed from back then aren't getting pushed out. Like, they're still being made, it's just I get nowhere near as many.
Yeah, and it does take a while. Like with the cinematic movie, like walking simulators or whatever, like there are still really good ones that should exist.
It's just some of them are generic as fuck.
Yeah, just some of them are just too in your, like Order 1886 probably could have lasted if they put more into it. I feel like it would have been a better game.
Plus, isn't the ending a cliffhanger, and we're never going to see the like complete experience that they were trying to go for?
Yeah.
I forgot, wasn't there like, didn't one of the developers for the game say something like really stupid and people made a meme out of it?
I think so. I don't remember what it is, but I think they did that.
Yeah, that game was freaking garbage. I'm glad I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I hate when I see people are like, well, walking simulators shouldn't exist, or whatever, but then you wouldn't have games like that, Dragon Cancer, The Beginner's Guide, and just so many other good story-driven games, you know? And yeah, there isn't any actual game, you're just walking around, but they tell such a damn good story within like a game engine that you would think, wow, this is really good storytelling, you know? And it's kind of like a movie or like a novel, because you could take your own time with it.
Yeah.
Because you can actually like stop, look around, and interact with certain stuff sometimes. I like that a lot.
Yeah, just for me, like most of the time, I'm trying to play a game. Like I still play those types of games like Batman, Telltale, man. I love that shit.
Yeah, the Telltale games are really good.
Freaking like, it's just too many of these right now. But as for the nostalgia thing, like I like Mario Odyssey like a whole lot. This has been the Mario game I've been most excited for since the original Paper Mario, and I can tell you there's no nostalgia influencing my decision, because I thought Mario 64 was an overrated game.
I agree.
Like when I was a kid, I always thought it was just okay. Like it was a pretty good game. I like to play it from time to time, but I'd rather play Crash Bandicoot than Mario 64. Like that was how I really felt.
Retweet.
But freaking, but like, this is it's not nostalgia. Like Mario Odyssey embodies all those other 3D Mario games that I played. Like I liked Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, but like it was just like it was like I guess in the order of me of the ones I like from least to most, it would be Mario 64, Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, Sunshine, and then Mario Odyssey. But then like Mario Odyssey would be like super far ahead of all the other ones. Because there's just so much more to do in this one, like all the cool mini games and stuff, all the awesome worlds, like the Ruined Kingdom. Oh my god, dude. When I saw the Lord of Lighting, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I saw like this video where this dude was trying to break Odyssey, and he thought he was being clever, trying to getting on top of this thing that he had to like basically cheat and position himself weird on certain things.
Okay.
But then when he gets to the top of it, there's a mountain of gold just sitting there for him to pick up.
What the heck?
Yeah.
My god, dude.
And then people made like a kind of a meme out of it. It's kind of tiny right now, but I keep seeing people being like, when you try to break the game, but the game rewards for breaking it. It's funny.
And it was like, I wanted to put Zelda on that same pedestal as Mario, but for me, like the rain and the durability, like stopped me from putting on that same level. I had to put it a tiny step down from Mario. But yeah, like I enjoyed like Mario Odyssey a lot, to the point where like it's tied with Persona for my game of the year. Until I play Nier Automata, and it's probably gonna be like a triple crown thing, but I won't know until I beat it.
Yeah.
But Memba, like, I don't know, how do you feel about it from what you've seen?
Is Memba still here?
Oh, I thought he was the one I was hearing playing Persona 5.
Oh no, that's me. Is it really that loud?
It's not super loud, but it's usually when I hear someone playing it, like it's usually
It's from Memba.
Yeah, because like it usually doesn't play through your thing, but
Yeah.
it's alright. But you know, that's all the stuff. Jake fell asleep.
Memba's still lagging or gone.
Yeah, I thought, you know, it's all right. This was a good episode. Freaking like, sub, all that good stuff. Don't forget we're giving away Cuphead. So
vote who you like more, me or Jake.
yeah, and make sure to like, sub, enable notifications, share the video with the hashtag #WinCuphead, and comment like he said, saying who you like more between Pinstripe and Jake, or if you want to go along with the Memba thing, you can go with Memba too. But yeah, that's everything. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to live stream
The winner.
yeah, we're gonna have to live stream the next episode, and we're gonna decide the winner at the end of the podcast. Hopefully use some randomizer thing once we have everyone. But yeah, yeah, that's everything. Everyone, you want to have your last word messages or whatever before we get out of here?
Don't be like me. Play Persona 5.
Oh, you're playing it right now.
Well, yeah, but I've waited and I hate myself for it.
I would probably say just keep an open mind about video games. This year's been really good. A lot of good things going on, and hopefully next year we can get
You know what?
some really good games.
I'm gonna change what I say. So, I agree with what Keela's saying here. Like, don't let the media influence whether or not you think a game is good or bad. You just gotta like the game because you like that game.
Even No Man's
Retweet.
Sky.
Well, yeah, because there are people who like it, so more power to them.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to give no power to no dude who on Black Friday is first in line at GameStop to get No Man's Sky? No.
Well, he probably didn't know. I'm gonna give that dude the benefit of the doubt that he
Maybe-
But
didn't.
he
maybe
didn't
it was
know it
for
was
his
Black
kid.
Friday? It was
That
5
too.
in the morning. GameStop doesn't open until like 8.
Oh no.
Oh god. It's- I think
Oh,
Prince
rip.
Stripe broke.
Yeah.
God. Like, you want me to give power to that dude for 5 in the morning to get No Man's... Who
Well,
else was trying to get it?
Okay.
Everybody else was
That
there
guy.
for the new
Okay,
3DS.
hold up. Okay, that guy. You right though, because I'm like pretty sure it wasn't even on sale.
Yeah, like, everybody else was there for that new 3DS. And they weren't there for No Man's Sky. I don't know what the heck that guy was freaking... Oh, God. But... I guess my last message would be, I don't think I have one.
Lit.
Damn.
I should probably start uploading. I guess, I know I haven't been uploading on my own channel in a while, but I actually have a rant video coming up with Jake. Probably gonna record it tomorrow. It's about Dragon Ball Super stuff. But if you're watching the English dub, don't click on the video. Because one, you're watching the English dub. I don't know why you're doing that, and I don't want you watching it. And two, it's kind of spoilers anyway. So yeah, don't watch it if you're watching the English dub. But you know what? I'm trying to get some views, so I'm gonna talk about a couple characters. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Jake is asleep because he's dumb, and Memba is lagging somehow. His internet is gone to crap, and so I guess they have no last messages. I'm pretty sure Memba's is like Jake sucks, and then Jake's is like...
Jake's probably like cock-a-doodle-dee!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd probably be like cock-a-doodle-doo or some shit.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, the cow says moo. Cock-a-doodle-doo, the cow says moo.
But yeah, please keep in mind Jake does not play games. This is not a joke. But yeah, that's it. Jake is a fraud. And yeah, see you guys later.
Peace.
Later.